Good morning. It is 7:52 a.m. Central Time. So I'm recording this a bit later than usual just because of the line movement. I had to find some other plays to talk about because the plays I was going to talk about that were posted on the Patreon ended up drastically moving from like 3-4 points. It was crazy to see. But if you guys are a new viewer, welcome. If you guys are a returning viewer, welcome back. Only 35% of you guys watching my videos are subscribed. So if you guys could change that, hit that subscribe button. And while you're doing that, drop a like, drop a comment. Helps out the algorithm, helps me get my work out to more people. It would be greatly appreciated. But the official play of the day hits yet again. Josh Minott under 17.5 points. That was a crazy line. How he scored 22 points in the first game is beyond me. Only it had 7 points in game number 2. There was absolutely zero sweat, despite him getting like the first basket of the day for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Was an easy day. And yeah, if you guys are wanting to join that Patreon, that's linked in the description down below, as well as the pinned comment. $25 for the rest of the month. Of course, I keep telling you guys, the basketball tournament starts on the 16th. TBT, look it up. PrizePicks is providing it. So we are merging into that after Summer League. So the month of July is chock full of basketball. And Summer League, not Summer League. The basketball tournament was just as profitable for me last year as Summer League was. So I'm very excited for that. If you guys want to join that Patreon, is linked down below. Of course, we already have a ton of plays up there right now. A lot of the lines have moved already. So that is the biggest benefit of being in that Patreon, is that you can get the lines in before the movement. Like we took under points on a couple of players, under 15.5 points, ended up at 12.5 points right now, which is crazy to see. I feel really good about the plays that are on the Patreon right now, and I feel even better about the play today. So like I said, the official play of the day is 9 for 9 now, a 100% hit rate. And here is who I'm rocking with today as my 10th play of the day, hopefully going 10 for 10, and that is going to be AJ Lawson under 15.5 points, and here is why. So we're going to take AJ Lawson for the Dallas Mavericks under 15.5 points. Now, if you look at the game log, you're like, holy shit, this guy went off. It's kind of a Josh Minott situation, though. Shot 16 times. That's great, but he shot 10 for 16. 62.5% field goal percentage. Not very sustainable. 6 for 11. Definitely not sustainable for him. And he played 30 minutes. Now, he did play 30 minutes, but this game went to overtime. So there's additional 2 minutes. You can knock those off. And if you look at this team, outside of Jaden Hardy, who they are really trying to see what they have in, this is a very, very, very fluid Summer League team where, whoever's playing well is going to earn more minutes. And last time out, AJ Lawson got the start, which was pretty surprising to me. But at the end of the game, they took Moses Wright out of the game and closed with AJ Lawson at the 5 as opposed to Moses Wright, because Moses Wright was just having the worst possible game ever, and AJ Lawson was doing quite the opposite. Now, you would need both of those things to happen for him to get to those 28 minutes, to get to those 16 shot attempts. I don't think it happens again. AJ Lawson has never been that guy. If you look at the Summer League last year, when he played for Atlanta, he played 21 minutes, which honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if he played in that 20 to 25 minute range as opposed to 28 minutes when he was playing out of his mind. He only scored 4.5 points per game. Obviously, there was a couple more talented players on that roster than what the Dallas Mavericks currently is. But I think the minutes come down. I think the shot attempts come down. And ultimately, he hits that under 15.5 points. Not a big fan of AJ Lawson in this game. But that is my official play of the day, is AJ Lawson under 15.5 points. And I'm going to be pairing him with a guy in Jericho Sims over 11.5 points. Another play where you just really need to look a little beyond the box score. I was watching these games, and so I had these mental notes in my head. Yeah, this 11.5 point prop is pretty funny to me. I'm taking the over on it. If you look in game number 1 when they faced the Golden State Warriors, I was looking at the ins and outs of the games. Jericho Sims ended up playing nearly 28 minutes, scored 16 points on 7 for 8 shooting. Now, unlike AJ Lawson, Jericho Sims, pretty much all of his buckets come at the rim. So while an 87.5% field goal percentage is not sustainable, he is a center. His shots are coming at the rim, and these are going to be highly, highly efficient shots. And I think they're going to continue to feed him. So the fact that he played nearly 28 minutes here, and this game was blowing out, so he rested the last 3 minutes of the game. So he was on pace for 31 minutes in this game before he got pulled due to the blowout. He easily surpassed that 11.5 point mark. And if you look at the second game against the Chicago Bulls, he came out with 3 minutes left in the third quarter. So he missed out on the last 13 minutes of the game. Obviously, he wouldn't have played 13 minutes straight there. He would have came back in, probably played the last 7 or 8 minutes. And if you look at the game, he only played 23 minutes. So he was on pace to play around 30 minutes yet again. Shot 5 for 6, got 11 points, but shot 1 for 5 from the free throw line. Now, while he isn't a very good free throw shooter, more times than not, he's going to shoot better than 20% from the line. Really like the over 11.5 points. This is probably going to get bumped up to like 13.5 points. I'm imagining AJ Lawson's probably going to get bumped down to like 14.5. They might move it down to 13.5. So if you guys are wanting to get the play in, now is the time to do so. Just to go over it, AJ Lawson under 15.5 points, pairing that with Jericho Sims over 11.5 points. And of course, guys, there are a ton of games on the slate today, staggered throughout. And I'm going to be dropping plays all day long in the Patreon. Additionally, I throw out some additional free plays on Twitter as well. If you guys want to follow me over there, it's at Taylor Stuber. That is also linked in the description as well as the pinned comment. But I appreciate you guys watching this video. Best of luck tonight, and until next time, peace.